Hey guys, Sky2 Quaddy here. What you're looking at are three goggles. One's a box, duh, and my DJI goggles. This looks like it's been through war. And I just received in the mail very quick the first tester batch of the Scout HD digital FPV headset. And just my thoughts on why someone would want to do this or purchase this. In my head, I've watched other videos about it and I've read the comments. In my head, I got this personally because I needed something that would be able to accommodate my smaller quads, my micros, and that digital FPV system. I have analog already. I have the OLED 030s and the TBS Fusion, so I don't care if the goggles has an attachment for analog because I already have that. DJI, I love my DJI system, but as it stands right now, it doesn't seem like they give a hoot about micro-sized builds right now. So as DJI has stepped away and Caddx is kind of taking over, I needed a system that's going to work with my micros, and that's my intention with the Scout HD. I don't expect it to be perfect. I expect to be missing parts, but I am a tinkerer, so I think a lot of people that can get into this, you might want to be or probably like I am, or just tinkerers that have already been in a hobby for a long time and expect that there will be flaws and expect that they can do some modifications to make it work to their specifications, just like Express LRS. I love that because there's going to be people that are going to have mods to it, and once you get it working, it's that feel-good feeling that you made something that really wasn't working and got it up to your specs and speed, and it is. Another reason why I got the Scout HD is because from what I understand with Fatshark, and I am not a fan of Fatshark, let me tell you right now, that's why I got the OLEDs from SkyZone. But the reason that I got this is because I have some friends that have the Scout, the original Scout, and from my understanding is that it has one of the best recordings for the Fatshark system. And so what's the point of flying something and having a good video feed if you can't share at least a decent feed being recorded? So my intention is that this thing is going to be like a meh type of deal, but as long as the recording works and it's decent, I'll be happy. And like I said, it comes all complete for what I wanted. It's a complete HD, not complete, but it's an HD system, not analog, and I do not care. And I do not care the fact also that I have to carry another set of goggles to the field because, quite frankly, I bring 2-inch micros all the way to a 9-inch Catalyst Machine Work Macro America and the associated batteries. And so I bring a ton of stuff anyway, so just another set of goggles in its own separate bag, because this is going to be in its own digital micro bag. It's not a big deal for me, not at all. So let's open it up and see what we get. This is the old school Ishin goggles. We'll see the D2s, and they really sucked, even back then. So if this is even better than this as far as recording, if the Scout's better than this as far as recording the digital quality, I'll be happy. And like I said, I'm using digital, I'm using analog right now on my micros, and I'm kind of not happy even though I'm stepping back to analog. So that's why I'm going to this digital system, and I'm hoping that everything is up to spec for me. And I do realize as well, guys, that RunCam now is also able to use DJI or be associated with the DJI system, so there's a good chance that RunCam is, they like doing their cameras and builds for micros and nanos. It could be that they actually make a system that is geared towards nanos, and this whole ideology of mine, it was a waste of time. So I don't know, RunCam's pretty awesome, so we will see. Alright, what's in this box? I just watched another video today, and what I learned is there's not supposed to be much in this box. I got the first batch. I'm all the way in California and get FPVs in Florida, and I got it literally in 2 days. Pretty crazy. So, I'll open this up. Alright, what is this? Alright, let's bring it out. It's like no frills. Well, another thing, I do wear glasses, so this will be a little bit convenient for me as I can just put my glasses inside and wear them. Hey, came with a barrel connector. Cool. Alright. And I saw from another, okay, here we go. Saw from another review just today, got his goggles in, highly respected YouTuber, and I do understand his point that there's an update compartment for the Fatshark Scout, but there's no cable for it. But what type of cable is that? Yeah, that's interesting. It's not a a standard type of cable that I can see. I do understand why he complained. I thought that it might be like a USB Type C, but it is not. If anybody knows what that is, let me know. So I do understand his complaint about it, because I thought it was a USB-C, and I'm like, well, everybody's got those. So, okay, let me see if my glasses will fit inside of this. Oh, well, wait a minute. That's going to be a no. Well, actually, I take it back. My glasses will fit inside of it. These glasses will fit inside of it. So I guess you can wear small glasses depending on your prescription. And as far as the quality is concerned, it seems pretty decent to me. It's not anywhere close to DJI, but it's not bad. So, well, I really can't show you much more about it, except that I got it in today, and a buddy of mine, Rick, actually has the Fatshark system. And what I'm going to do is run over to his house either today or tomorrow and test it out and see what the recording looks like. Like I said, my main thing is I just want it to be decent, look better than analog, and to be able to record better than even my SkyZone OLEDs, 030s. So I'm not disappointed. For $250, you get the complete unit within a goggle, with a fan, and with a supposedly really good recording unit. That's, better than regular Fatshark recordings for the more expensive ones. So I'm not really disappointed. This is a meh for me, and when I see what it looks like through the goggles and how it records, I'll report back to you guys. But I'm not disappointed. Unlike a lot of people, I wasn't expecting much. I'm actually expecting very little, but I just wanted to get into the digital side of Fatshark, even though I am not a Fatshark fan, and use this system if it's decent for my micros, because my micros aren't as expensive as my 5 and 9-inch quads. So if I could have a little compact system that's going to fit in my mini compact bag for my micros, this fits me and does the job. It will do the job for me, hopefully, and I'm not going to complain. I need to do more testing, and I'm not going to bash it. I'm not going to give it praise yet until the results are conclusive, and this is not the final version. I realize that. So alright, that's what I got for now, guys. Sky2Quaddy signing out. Okay, Scotty2Quaddy again, and just to kind of go over just the feel and form factor of this, I really like the way that this goggle feels. I expected it to be a lot bigger than I expected. I mean, if you look at these really old Ishin VRD2s, the size of it is really, it's almost, I don't know, 2/3 the size of it. It's really compact in comparison. I like the way that it feels. It's not heavy. It's definitely not as it's definitely not as heavy as my DJI goggles, and it's definitely smaller. Let's put it side to side. Just like out of the way so you can kind of see. But it is smaller. So I'm not complaining on that, guys. Alright, so I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it a shout if it's good, and I'm going to give it a bash if it's bad. But I'm definitely going to use it for my micros. Right now, I can just say that I am not disappointed so far. Sky2Quaddy signing out once more. Sky2Quaddy here, and I just did a test flight. Not by me, because I don't know how to use SharkBite yet. I don't have a complete SharkBite system. I just got the Fatshark HD Scouts, and my buddy Rick has the Fatshark, or the SharkBite in his. And so from what I saw, this thing is damn well worth $250 or more. If you didn't get one, you should have got one. I'm gonna see how the video looks inside. When I did a playback, when I'm watching it, it was freaking really clear, almost as clear as my DJI. It looked really good. Only complaint that I had, and I did fix it, kind of the getaway, is that when you're wearing box goggles, the image is a little bit further away than you want, so might not feel that immersive. So what I did was put inside some reading glasses, because you can fit them in, but it's gonna be very snug. So I put some like 2.0 or 1.75 reading glasses in to bring the screen closer to me, and yeah, it felt very, very immersive at that point. So I don't know, I hope that the playback on this is as good as
what they say that the Scouts are initially, and if it is, this is gonna go on all of my micros, and I am not disappointed. So let's test it out. Let's bring it back to the bench, and we shall see. Sky2 Quaddy, sign out.
Okay, what you're looking at is the actual video recorded flight using the HD Scout recording. I'm not doing anything to the actual footage as far as color correction or anything like that. Just wanted you to see how this records. What I am noticing is that it's very good as far as the actual recording, and it did meet my expectations as far as what I would expect from the recording to be. It wasn't as quite as good as what you actually see in the goggles, because what you see in the goggles is really, really clear. And this is actually really clear too. I'm surprised. It's actually a better recording than my SkyZone OLED 030s, and I believe definitely better than most of the other Fatsharks as well. Probably the same as the original Fatshark Scout. But then again, I don't own any Fatshark goggles, so you be the judge. As far as I'm concerned, this came out really well, and for $250, I was quite pleased. I did not have the challenges that other reviewers had that I saw today. I was able to just put the goggles on. My buddy Rick plugged in his quad, it scanned, found it, and I was able to record right away. And when he stopped, it stopped recording. Now, the only issue that I did have with it, these are box goggles, so the actual video or the screen feels a little bit further away than I'm used to, especially using the DJI goggles. So I actually remedied that problem. Look at the colors on this van as we go around. I'm pretty impressed. Is this better than analog? Yes, it is better than analog in my opinion. That is really, really good in my opinion. I was pretty impressed as far as the clarity is concerned, and just getting back to the visual, the gosh, I'm so excited. I'm losing what I'm supposed to say here. But basically, the immersion feeling was there once I put on some reading glasses, if you can believe that. I had some small reading glasses. I put them over my eyes. I put them in. They actually zoomed in the screen, magnified by 2, and it was like I was flying my regular goggles at that point. So if you have a big head, I have a really small head, so if you have a big head, you might not be able to fit reading glasses inside. But if you can, that will probably fix your problem as far as it feeling that you're not immersed and the screen is too far away from your head. But look at this. I mean, I'm not flying this. My buddy Rick is. He's doing a great job with his little 3-inch micros, which is what I plan on using these for. And that's what his purpose is for as well, is to use the sharp bite on these micros. And yeah, look at this. I mean, it's pretty impressive in my opinion. So I think even though this is a beta form of this goggle, I am getting my money's worth. And with additional firmware updates, I think it can only get better with... I forgot the name of the other company or the other guys that are actually working with the cameras to put in. So, but anyway, this is good, guys. If you don't have one, if you're on the fence about getting the HDO, or not HDO, the Scout goggles, because you thought it might not be that good, I hope this answers or helps you make a decision. I'm expecting to use this for my digital bills only, and I am pleased. So that's all I have for now, guys. Sky2 Quaddy, signing out.